Hello everyone, my name is Sugaku, and today I'm going to bring you the 10 things you probably didn't know about Warframe. These things are primarily from the older parts of the game. There's a chance that you've been playing long enough to know about these, but hopefully got something interesting here, if nothing else. Warframes originally didn't come with their abilities, nor do they unlock as you level the frame. Back in the day, you would get your abilities on purchase as mods. In the day, you had to upgrade your abilities just the way you do mods today, and even had the option to only put certain abilities on your frame. This wasn't around in the game for very long, and I finally remember simply upgrading pull on mag and not bothering with the other abilities because, well, the cost of pull was right and had good range once leveled. These ability mods were added with mods 2.0 and update 7, March 18th, 2013, and were removed shortly after. The way players interact with and unlock new planets in Warframe has changed quite a bit over the years. Currently, we need to fight specters to unlock the next planet after completing a number of challenges. The system that hung around the longest before then required you to kill bosses of the planet and then install the nav segment for the next planet. I still have a number of these nav segments in my inventory, and to the best of my knowledge, there's no new way to obtain them. I don't want to be the guy that says everything was better back in the day, however it can be interesting to see the meaning and methods of progression changing over time. Until July 18th, 2014, gameplay in Warframe was restricted to a menu outside of missions, and in the missions we got our normal third-person shooter we all know and love today. The addition of player ships gave players a more immersive feel in the world of Warframe. It made it actually feel like a legitimate world. You may have noticed that you cannot obtain Excalibur Prime. This is because it is reserved for founders of the game. Another big perk from getting a founder pack was getting your name own mission node, which has a couple of special lines, such as, with your support Grandmaster, the tenor will rise again once selected as a supporter. Since update 19, the nodes have been removed and instead a memorial has been placed in relays where the names can still be seen, however no connection to their chosen nodes. Excalibur Umbra was first released in the Chinese build of the game. The stats were higher than that. The Excalibur Prime and release was likely delayed because DE didn't want Umbra to be a straight upgrade to Excalibur like Prime is. However, after the release, Excalibur Umbra is a straight upgrade with some added benefits in the forms of polarity and the frame's sentience, making it a great sentient killer. Back in the day, when confronted with their choice of starting frame, many people saw Mag, Excalibur, and Loki, not Vault. It was only later, once Vault was added to the game, that Loki was no longer a starter frame. When released to open beta, the stalker was just a myth, and many people believed in him, much like a Herobrine-like character within Warframe. He didn't specifically tell people he was in the game or not, and it led to some really dreadful and surprising encounters. Shadow Stalker tried to bring back the sense of surprise and dread the old Stalker did to everyone when they were at such a low level, but fails to match the unknown of the original Stalker and quickly got outscaled. Frost Prime was the first craftable Prime Warframe, first Prime Warframe being Excalibur. Back in the day, the Void was entered using keys, just as Corrupted War talks about in his Preach. However, the Frost Prime blueprint originally came from the event, the Fusion Moa, where players simply had to kill a single Fusion Moa within 3 days. Those who completed this task were given the Frost Prime main blueprint and 100,000 credits, which likely felt a lot more back then, before Void Keys or the Index. Some outdated farming communities for focus are Draco, Adaro, and Hydron. However, an even older farming community once existed on Ophelia on Uranus, which from what I heard was fully AFKable, which is kind of ironic given its name. Unfortunately, I was able to find out much about this in my search. However, from what I've heard from friends and found, I can assume it's for fusion cores. The Conclave exists. For those who that didn't just amuse, Conclave is a little played PvP game mode you can find in the front right of your orbiter, and allows you to get some exclusive mods that don't benefit us a ton in cooperative play. So this isn't something that many people likely don't know, but more useful tip that not many people are using. You go to any relay and head down to the basement with Cephalon Samaris. When entering on the right, there's a hallway which allows you to take and try every single mastery rank test at or below your level. I used this a few times to find exploits, such as using Ivara's tripwire line on where you had to kill enemies bouncing between platforms. Anyway guys, this is my list of 10 or 11 facts that I didn't think a majority of the common Warframe community knew about. Make sure to let me know what you thought of this in the comments down below. Any feedback is appreciated, and as always, have an awesome day.
Life support incoming.